Singapore's largest technology companies are none other than Sea Limited and Grab Holdings. These two companies are worth billions of dollars and have a huge market presence all across Southeast Asia. At one point, Sea Limited even became Southeast Asia's most valuable company after reaching a market capitalization of over 197 billion US dollars. Ever since then, Sea Limited and Grab Holdings have done nothing but earn money, investing in their companies and growing their products and services. Today, there are no big competitors to their products. Sea Limited offerings, which are Shopee, are the top picks for many consumers, whereas Grab Holdings sees limited competition. So since their inception, surely they have become very rich and very successful, right? Well, to understand this, it is best to go into each company's financial statements and understand how rich and big they are. The first that we can discuss here is none other than Sea Limited. Sea Limited is a company that started as a video game company by the game name of Garena. They published online games across Southeast Asia. Eventually, they rebranded and introduced new products and services, some of which are well known across the region are none other than Shopee. Shopee is an e-commerce company where one can buy products and services from their other merchants. It has continuously ranked as the #1 best e-commerce application across Southeast Asia. This product alone has made Sea Limited billions of dollars worth of revenue. The total gross merchandise value, GMV, of Shopee alone for the year 2023 amounted to over $78.5 billion. An article published in Seeking Alpha by DTF Capital said that they have a 50% market share in Southeast Asia, which makes Shopee a more dominant force than Amazon, which commands a 38% share in the US. On top of Shopee, Sea Limited also boasts its own digital entertainment known as video games. The company, which publishes games like Free Fire, has helped them generate over $1.8 billion in revenue. What's far more surprising is that their digital entertainment Garena has a quarterly active user of more than 528 million people. Lastly, Sea Limited also has its own digital finance services known as Sea Money. The company's revenue has been growing impressively high. An investor from Seeking Alpha showcased that for the first few quarters, Sea Money has been growing not by 20 to 30% on a year-over-year growth, but rather over 396, 659, and 818%. It is now generating $1.7 billion in revenue for the company. In total, when we mix all these up, Sea Limited was able to report over $13.7 billion in revenue. That easily makes it one of the largest in Southeast Asia. The same article published in Seeking Alpha showcased this tremendous growth. Back in 2014, Sea Limited's total revenue was a mere small figure of $160 million. Today, it is over $13.7 billion, marking a compounded 62% annually. The only problem about this, however, is that revenue does not mean profit. Revenue is basically what a company gets after it sells its products and services. They have costs as well. They have to pay for their employees, land and buildings used by their office and people. They have to pay for innovation to ensure that their products and services are amongst the best. They have to pay a lot. Hence, for the same year of 2023, they did not really make a lot of money. In fact, they only made $200 million out of the $13 billion of revenue. Despite making only a small amount of money, Sea Limited still has a lot of money in their banks. In accounting terms, this is called cash and equivalents. It's basically the money Sea Limited has, which it can use to buy other companies or improve itself. For the last quarter of 2023, they reported that the company had over $8.5 billion of cash and cash equivalents. We've got a clear picture of how big and rich Sea Limited is. Now let's take a look at Singapore's other big technology company, Grab Holdings. Grab Holdings is known as a ride-hailing company. You basically use their application to call a vehicle to get you from point A to point B. However, much like Sea Limited, Grab Holdings has grown from just being a ride-hailing company. Today, they provide food delivery and financial services. Unlike Sea Limited, however, Grab Holdings is a much smaller company. According to its 2023 financial reports, they have a total revenue of about $2.3 billion, which is so much smaller than Sea Limited's gigantic $13 billion revenue. Despite that, Grab Holdings is still a very significant company with a big market presence in Southeast Asia. They had a monthly transacting user of over 37.7 million, had a gross merchandise value of over $20.9 billion, and an on-demand GMV of over $15.5 billion. Their financial services had even grown massively. In 2022, the company had a total loan distribution of $956 million, but just a year later it grew to over $1.49 billion. Unfortunately, just like Sea Limited, Grab Holdings also had a weak net profit. In fact, they didn't even make much of a profit in the year 2023, nor did they make a profit in the year 2022. In the year 2022, they had a net loss of over $1.7 billion, and by the end of 2023, they had a net loss of $485 million. Fortunately, just like Sea Limited, they have a lot of money. Their net cash liquidity by the end of 2023 amounted to over $5.1 billion. This is why investors are not happy with Grab Holdings. Since its IPO in 2021, the company's market capitalization has been down more than 70%. Both Sea Limited and Grab Holdings seem to make a lot of money, or worse, are reporting losses. Why is this the case? Is it because Singapore's technology companies are actually badly run? Do they not know how to make a profit? Or is there an underlying reason for this? Before we continue, we just want to say a big thanks for Seeking Alpha for sponsoring this video. Seeking Alpha is the world's leading investment community. They provide deep dive analysis on stocks, market news and updates, investment tools and screeners, portfolio trackers and market data and charts. They even have an Alpha Picks portfolio which has outperformed S&P 500 since its inception. They are the #1 website for actionable stock market opinion and analysis and draws an audience of 20 million visitors. Seeking Alpha gives voice to more than 18,000 analysts whose articles generate 200,000 comments per month from their strong investor community. This channel has always used Seeking Alpha as a reference to discuss a company's valuation, performance, and future outcomes. As an exclusive deal for Behind Asia subscribers, they are offering a special coupon for their annual plan costing $214 for just the first year, a $25 discount. In addition, you can also try Seeking Alpha Premium for 7 days for free. So please give them a look and check them out. We'll leave a link in the comments and the description. Now back to the video. Let's first take a close look at Grab Holdings. Grab is still a small company in Southeast Asia, meaning that they still have a lot of people to cater to. As we mentioned earlier, they had a monthly transaction user of about 37.7 million people. That is still small in the face of Southeast Asia, where the region has nearly 700 million people. Just take a look at Sea Limited's Garena business, which boasts a quarterly active user of over 528 million. That makes Grab's business look so small. Due to this small user base, however, Grab knows that it can still expand. It can still reach out to people. And what this all means is marketing. They need to push their products and services to the many other millions out there in Southeast Asia. They need people to know about their products, to use them, and to become loyal customers. To do this, of course, requires money. Instead of making money from their products and services, they store it in the bank. They use that money to push out marketing strategies. This will help them increase their business reach. The annual report of Grab even indicates this. Sea Limited, on the other hand, operates similarly to that of Grab, but the difference is only one of its businesses is actually reporting net losses. Its e-commerce business, Shopee, in 2023 had a negative EBITDA of $213 million, but its digital finance services had a positive EBITDA of $550 million, and its digital entertainment, which is Garena, had a positive EBITDA of over $920 million. In case you're unaware of it, EBITDA is basically short for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. It essentially measures a company's profitability before certain expenses, like interest and taxes. But anyway, do let us know what you think down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.